Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Michelle with Sunstones and Moonlight, bringing you a message for today. We have the full moon portal is now open, and I'm doing a Lightworker message. I've already done my opening prayer, so we could get into this. This is a message for Lightworkers. Anybody that considers themselves a light worker. What messages that you need to hear during this full moon as we are clearing and transmuting collective energies. Just say yes. For some of you, that's is what you need to do. A lot of you, maybe you've been dimming your light. You haven't really been focusing on your designated path. For some of you, it's out of fear because, it's some of us have been looked upon as, maybe a little out there. Some of it gets kind of like a bad reputation, and for whatever reason. And it's the divine is asking you, say yes, be ready, be an open channel. I'm really seeing like this light coming up this way. So you really do have a direct connection with Source. And as the divine is speaking to you, it's time to say yes. This is no longer a time to just put this on the backbone. The back burner. Keepers of the earth, you're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. See, I think that's part of the problem. That's why the divine is asking you to say yes. Because you feel so all alone. A lot of you have been alone on your journey. You may not have friends and family that really understand the journey that you're on. And the divine is asking you to say yes. And your ancestors are behind you. They are cheering you on. Some of you have grandmothers who they've been there, and you may not have spent as much time with them as you wish you would have, or that you could have. And they're there on the other side, cheering you on. They're giving you sacred knowledge, and they're even coming to you through dreams. That's what I'm getting with this angel above right here. I feel it is your ancestors, and they're starting to speak to you through meditation, through dreams. They're guiding you. They're lighting the way. They're showing you which way to go. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying the foundations and divine plan. So you've known about this all along. And it's now time to say yes. For some of you, walking this path may have been a little bit more difficult for some than others. And then others of you, you're just starting out. All of a sudden, the divine has just really been bombarding you in your prayer time, your meditation time. Same thing with your ancestors. They're coming to you, and they're guiding you, they're directing you. And it's now time to say yes. And for those that are followers of Jesus, Jesus is saying, yes, now is the time. I'm filling my mouth with filling your mouth with my words. Healing. Some of you are called to be healers. Some of you, it will be your spoken word. You'll be able to lift up and edify others with your words. Some of you, you will be healers. and you will be able to heal others. Some of you will be writing, your words will be captivating, and you will be able to heal those around you with your words. Sometimes just a note or a card will do. Some of you might even be called to write a book. It can even just be an ebook. I shouldn't even say just an ebook, because writing is a beautiful thing. What else are these light workers meant to do during this full moon in Aries, knowing that there is a lot of energies floating around, a lot of emotions coming to the surface? Justice. So for a lot of you, you'll be receiving justice. Also, with saying yes, things will come into balance for you. The scales will be tipped in your way. This Justice card is so beautiful because the divine is all around. There's even like a little half moon in the back. The heart is very pure. Things will be turning for you. Maybe others that thought you were maybe misguided, and maybe they're realizing that they are misguided. And it's asking you, justice is blind. Maybe you're being called to forgive those. What else do these light workers need to know during this full moon portal? The moon. Yeah, this is a pretty emotional full moon, and not everybody around you have knowledge of astrology, and they may not understand why they are flying off the handle and why they are feeling very triggered at the moment. This moon is also revealing hidden triggers, especially for some of you light workers. This might be a time when you might even feel a slight bit triggered by what somebody says, and it might take you kind of by surprise, and it might reveal some hidden wounds that you have. And they might even be small wounds. They might just be little tiny triggering things, and they just come up and you go, wow, I didn't realize that I felt that way. And mystery healings. And for some of you, your abilities will become even stronger during this time, and then they will be continually getting stronger. Knight of Wands. Yes, lots of creativity. You're going to be able to move forward. Also, be careful, again, with those around you that really don't understand what's going on. And for those that are being triggered, you, again, with this Justice card, you might be asked to show grace and forgiveness for those around you who do not understand anything about this. And some really don't honestly care to know, and that's okay. Your job as a light worker is to lift up those around you. And eventually in time, they want to know, how do you remain so peaceful? How do you stay so calm in times of adversity? And then you can reveal to them different things as you go along. Your message, how you're able to handle things. The High Priestess. Yeah, like I said, especially over here with Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, a lot of you, you're receiving a lot of wisdom and knowledge. And for some of you, this might be a time of remaining quiet as you are processing everybody else's emotions around you. The High Priestess, she's very psychic, very intuitive, very all-knowing, but she does things quietly. And a lot of you might be called to be on the quiet side and not reveal everything, especially if you're receiving a divine plan that the divine is speaking to you about and asking you. and revealing things to you. Especially during this full moon time. The moon is here, and the moon is very mysterious, again, very psychic. So a lot of you, your abilities, your healing abilities, your intuitive and psychic abilities are really coming up. And then with this Knight of Wands, creative ventures will be coming about, and you might be really feeling that, like all of a sudden you're going to have that get up and go, and you're ready, because this is the time, especially this fiery aspect of this Aries full moon. It might be really kind of lighting a fire under you, and you might be ready to go, and you might have to remain quiet about your plans right now. Sometimes that is the best thing to do. Not everybody is meant to know your plans, because sometimes people around you, if they don't understand, they squash them or try to squash them, try to veer you on a different path because they don't understand. Ten of Cups. Yeah, this journey is going to bring you the fulfillment that you're looking for, the happiness that you've been longing for. And I believe the Ten of Cups came out in my last reading too. So for a lot of you, this is what you've been looking for. And as things are moving and progressing, as we're going into the end of this year and the start of next year, you're going to be starting to do the things that truly make you happy, whether it's helping others. And for the light worker, you're called, you are destined. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is about learning and studying, and that might be what you're called to do during this time, is to study those around you, study reading. And if there's something, if you're being guided to start a new plan, that's maybe a new healing career or anything like that, you might be called to really study out what you maybe need to do as far as business. How are things going to work? How are you going to open things up? Definitely a lot of reading involved, especially if you are going to be writing a book. You may need to look into, how do I do that? How do I self-publish possibly? You may need to watch videos. You may need to learn from others. The Star card. Yeah, wishes being granted. You're moving towards a very, very successful time. And this studying will come easy with that Star card. For some of you that maybe have struggled in the past with trying to learn something, not all of us, like I am definitely not computer savvy or tech savvy, and I have been slowly learning how to do things just to try to help myself in different areas, because honestly my day job does not require a computer at all. And what I used to know, I have forgotten because I haven't used it in a number of years. So even for myself, this is about learning. And I feel a lot of you will be learning, and the learning will be coming easy with the Star card. You'll be able to, things that you didn't think you could do, you're now absorbing, and you're almost, if you're even going to take a class, you almost would be like a star pupil. And I'm not talking the butt kissy kind like you see in movies and TV and stuff like that, but all of a sudden you are just going to know, and it's almost like bringing back to your remembrance things that you have learned in the past. It will come to the forefront once again. And this is a total time of transformation. You're rebirthing yourself. I believe the Death card came up the last time too. Very important. So with my last reading and this reading, they are definitely flowing from one to another. So if you haven't watched my last reading, then you may really want to catch that. I believe I did it on the 1010 portal. So this is one for you, because a lot of us are really moving forward. The divine is really calling us to rebirth ourselves, to come and really be the light worker, the way shower for a lot of those around. I'm going to get a light worker oracle, and I'm going to read it from the guidebook today. Paradigm shift. Wow, what a beautiful card. Number 4. Let's read this from the guidebook very quickly. This book is a little on the long side, the messages, so I apologize now. So just bear with me. Paradigm shift. You are undergoing radical growth in your belief systems. Now is the time to challenge old attitudes and question previous expectations. You are in an extraordinary time. Great leaps forward can be made in a moment. The world you thought you knew can suddenly break open and a new world can become your reality. Wow, just that alone, because that is exactly how I felt up here. Buddhists sometimes speak of the beginner's mind, that which assumes nothing and therefore is open to everything. A spiritual psychologist might call this the inner child, as it is the innocent, curious, unfixed, and always learning. It doesn't get stuck on an answer having to be one way. There's an openness to the unknown with curiosity instead. Old souls can sometimes find it hard to recapture their not knowingness. Asking someone with a lot of life experience who may have become a bit world weary to drop expectations and look at the world through fresh eyes can be challenging. Yet life becomes much more energizing and interesting when you are open and don't hold expectations about what it will be. Suddenly you are receptive to the universe, helping you in ways that in the past you did not believe possible, all because you kept an open mind. If you are feeling that you don't really know yourself, your relationships, or your place in the world as you once did, if you are feeling that what you once held to be certain now seems to be a little shaky, these are signs that you are going through a paradigm shift. That this will bring you new perceptions that will free you to be in the world in new ways. You will find yourself shedding old limits, fears, and misconceptions. You are stepping beyond what you have known. You are a bit like a traveler in a new city feeling awkward until she gets the lay of the land and how things operate in that new place. As you trust the unexpected and the unknown, the universe will be able to help you in unexpected and previously unknown ways. If you find yourself questioning the views of mass media or spoken in the conversation that those around you are having, take heart and know that you're awakening from fear-based world into love-filled reality. Your confusion will soon transform into joy at discovering that you are free and you have no reason to be afraid. You are encouraged by the universe to embrace the power you have to be a free thinker. Accept the accelerated mental shift happening for you, even if it creates temporary uncertainty or discomfort. Dare to think thoughts of love rather than lower your vibration by choosing thoughts of fear. Trust, for something helpful and empowering is happening in your soul. Wow. That explains kind of everything right here, what a lot of you light workers are going through at this time, this paradigm shift, and that you really need to say yes to this new way thinking, this new way forward, this death and rebirth. And like even in this card, like I was saying, that you're going to be learning something and it's going to be accelerated and you're moving forward so quickly. Wow, that is a powerful message. It's short and sweet, and I just want to say thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below if this resonates, and I will catch you on my next reading. Thank you and be blessed.